The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Their wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside Pine City High School for tonight's girls basketball matchup between the Pine City Dragons and the St. Francis Saints. I will take you through tonight, and of course, I am Ethan Game Day Gilman, bringing you all the action from tonight's non-conference, non-section matchup here between these two teams. These two teams have actually kind of played each other the last few seasons, so not surprised to see these two teams going at it once again here this evening, this time in Pine City. Last year, Pine City hosted St. Francis, but it was the boys' team. This year, the girls' team gets to host St. Francis at home. So it should be a fun one, as I got here, a lot of people here, a lot of people looking forward to this one, and even got maybe a special guest or two in the crowd for tonight's game. But as we take a look at both of these teams coming into tonight, we'll start with the visiting St. Francis Saints, and they're technically I believe the Fighting Saints is technically their full school nickname, but we're going to call them the Saints for short because Fighting Saints is a little too long. But the Saints come into tonight playing in Section 5-3A, so they are a 3A school, one of the bigger schools that Pine City will play. They are 5-10 on the year. They score about 56 points per game and give up about 61.5 points per game. They're 1-3 in their section. Again, that section is home to some of the better teams in state, like Monticello, Totino Grace, and Fridley. Becker is in there as well, but they're not having quite the season that they would like to have up to this point. Not an ideal start for Becker. 9-4. That girls team is usually one of the best in the state, but Monticello's kind of taken over Section 5-3A. And as I've been calling games and as I've been kind of a sports broadcaster and the sports director at WCMP, I've watched Monticello kind of from afar. I've never been to their games, but I've been watching that team and their record and their players and the team itself, and just how that Section 5-3A, I should say, has been controlled by Becker, and each and every year it's Becker. But the last I'd say 2 or 3, you've seen Monticello just continue to get better and better and better. They play a ton of our local teams. Princeton, I know, is a few. Foley, Malacca, Cambridge Isani, even Chisago Lakes, even though they're not technically one of our local schools. I kind of dub them in just because they're close enough to be one of our local schools. And they play all of those schools, including North Branch, so because they're in the Mississippi 8 Conference with those schools. But they have played those teams, and man, every time they play them, it's like, man, Monticello just kind of routing these teams, and Monticello looks to be a good team. And they have really come out this year and put a stamp, their own type of stamp, on Section 5-3A this season, and they're on top in that section at 15-1-4-0, and they're ranked 6th in all of Class 3A. Delano is on top as the number 1 team in Class 3A at 15-0. Very, very impressive there for Delano, excuse me. Orono is right behind Delano in Section 6-3A with an 8-5 record. They're ranked 7th in the state, so 1 behind Monticello. Again, Monticello is the 6th ranked team in all of Class 3A, and St. Francis is towards the bottom at 53rd. But again, St. Francis 5-10 on the season, 1-3 in their section as we get looking at their section and how stacked it is with talent. Again, the top 4 teams that are there normally. But St. Francis started the year off with a loss to Buffalo. Then they beat Breck. And then that's kind of when the dominoes sort of fell for them. They would lose 4 straight to Ogilvie, believe it or not. Hinckley, Finlayson in overtime, Becker, and Proctor. And then they would go on to win 2 straight over Zimmerman and Mound Westonka. And unfortunately, then they lost 2 more in a row to Cloquet and Cambridge Isani. Now, Cloquet Woo, what a team that they are in 7-3A. That Cloquet team is quite a talented team in Class 3A. I mean, that's another team who the last couple seasons have just kind of been working their way up, but a very good team this year in the Cloquet Lumberjacks. And as I mentioned again, they fell to Cambridge Isani. Then they won a game over Irondale, and then they lost 3 straight again to Big Lake, Duluth East, and of course Monticello. And they have played Monticello once. They will play them again, will St. Francis, as they are in the Mississippi 8 Conference as well. So they still got a big conference schedule ahead of them. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, after this game for St. Francis, from their next game next Tuesday, throughout the end of the regular season, they play nothing but conference games. It's North Branch, Princeton, Becker, Zimmerman, Cambridge Isani, Big Lake, Monticello, Chisago, North Branch, and Princeton. That's all conference matchups for them. Now, that might be probably more common than I'm thinking it is. That just seems like a ton of conference games in a row. I feel like you get a few more non-conference games mixed in, but not the case for St. Francis. They're going to have all conference games after tonight's game here against Pine City. So for St. Francis, they're going to have a tough stretch coming up. And it starts on the road next Tuesday against North Branch. Then they get 2 games at home, 3 games on the road, a game at home, game on the road, game at home, game on the road. That's how their kind of rest of the season shapes out. Again, it is all conference games. From here, from after tonight on out for St. Francis, they will play nothing but Mississippi 8 Conference games from next Tuesday on out. So for St. Francis, it's been a tough stuff. Try that again. It's been a tough start to the season for the Saints of St. Francis, but again, this is a team where you get on them on the road and you get into a school that has kind of beat you the last couple of years. Pine City has the edge over St. Francis the last couple of years, so you get into a game like this for St. Francis, and all of a sudden, you kind of see the tides turn sometimes with teams like that, because sometimes, kind of like Pine City with Sauk Center. Sauk Center has just had Pine City's number the last couple of seasons. It's been 4 or 5 years that they have had their number. And then they go to a tournament out in Perham, and Pine City finally gets a win over Sauk Center. And I was talking with Piper Metling about that and how that went and how happy their team was to get that, and just kind of how it changed their mentality and going forward and even in the playoffs, because playoff-wise, Sauk Center, they beat Pine City in the playoffs twice. One was, I believe, to get the championship game. The other, I believe, was in the first couple of rounds. So that Sauk Center team has been a thorn in Pine City's side, and now they finally beat them. But that's kind of what I'm talking about with St. Francis here with Pine City. Pine City has beat St. Francis the last couple of seasons, but what a nice win it would be for St. Francis if they were able to come in here and get a win on the road. Of course, we're hoping that doesn't happen. We're hoping Pine City can continue to go on with their winning. And of course, looking over at Pine City, they are 11-4 on the season, scoring 65 points per game, giving up about 44 points per game. Now, that is good enough for number 4 in their section, behind the likes of Legacy Christian, who's only giving up 40 points per game, Spectrum, who's giving up 43, and then you've got Holdingford, who's giving up 42. They are 4th best in points given up per game. Now, scoring-wise, they're also towards the top in the section at 64 or 65 points per game. They're ranked 2nd in points per game in their section, behind, well, one of the top teams in the state. Seems like year in and year out, that's Albany. Now, they are, again, 11-4 on the season. In front of them, they are 5th in their section. In front of them in Class 2A in the Section 6, Albany, Sauk Center, Holdingford, and St. Cloud Cathedral. Those are the teams in front of Pine City right now. Albany, it's really no surprise. They're ranked 3rd in the state. Sauk Center then is up there, but they did lose to Pine City, so that does play into the standings for playoffs once we get there. Of course, we're halfway through the season already, ladies and gentlemen, so not that far away. Then Holdingford, they're 12-3, 4-1 in this section, and St. Cloud Cathedral 10-5. They're 6-2 in the section, so that one's a little bit interesting to me as to why they'd be ahead. But again, it all comes down to schedule. It all comes down to strength of schedule and all that stuff. There's a formula. I haven't learned it. I don't think I ever will. But for Pine City, again, they are 11-4 on the season, 3-0 in their section. There aren't many teams, in fact, 2 in their section that are undefeated in this section. That's Albany and Pine City. Those are the 2. That's it. Pine City started off against St. Paul Como Park, not off on the right note. They lost to St. Paul Como Park 71-45. They got off to a pretty good start in that game, but St. Paul Como Park just kind of got in there and just kind of kerfuffled, if you will, Pine City's plans. But they're having a good season, 9-4 on the year for St. Paul Como Park, and they are a class above Pine City. They're a 3A school, so getting these bigger schools, Pine City, it is huge for them going forward, especially into the playoffs, when you've got teams like Sauk Centre and Albany who you have to face in the playoffs. But after that loss, they would go on to win 5 straight over Mora, Mille Lacs, Hinckley, Finlayson, East Central, and Chisago. Then they would fall 2 straight games to Cloquet and Esco. That Esco game, that was a tough one. They were down by over 22 points in that game. They came back to tie it at the end of regulation to send it into overtime, but fell 76-73. Esco, pretty darn good team. They are 10-5. They're ranked 12th in all of Class 2A. But then after that loss to Esco in overtime, they would go to, as I mentioned, the Holiday Tournament over in Perham, where they did beat Sauk Centre 62-51. That's a double-digit victory over Sauk Centre. And those games for Pine City against Sauk Centre have either been close losses or blowout losses. Then they get a win by double digits over Sauk Centre. That's huge. They did lose to Perham 70-48, but have since been on a nice winning streak of 5 games over Bram, Spectrum, East Central, Mille Lacs, and Hinckley Finlayson. That is huge for this Pine City team because they beat Bram. Bram was one of the favorites, along with Pine City, to be at the top of the conference for that section crown, or for the conference crown. Not anymore, as they also lost to Ogilvie. So they got the first win over Bram, which is huge because when you get that first win, well, then things start to heavily favor you in the conference crown race. So for the Dragons, looking for 6 straight here tonight, this time against the St. Francis Saints, but we will have to wait and see. We will have tip-off coming your way after the commercial break. We'll take a minute to hear a word from our fine sponsors. Then when we come back, Old National Anthem will have been sung. Starting lineups will be announced, and we'll be ready for tip-off here
Untangling
on
your headphones,
WCMP.
finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers to join our herd.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh yeah, well Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill too.
What about his shop?
He heats that too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
Experience our most popular sawmill, the Big Red XP. This Canadian-built mill proudly sits on an entirely welded 24-foot jointless frame. Accepting a diameter of 32 inches, this portable sawmill can saw logs up to 21 feet long or work with 2 10-foot logs at the same time. Includes an electric head position and automatic headlock. Powered by the renowned and proven Honda 20-horsepower version, the Big Red XP comes equipped with all the equipment needed. The Big Red XP is available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Taking a look at our starting lineups here for tonight's matchup, starting with the St. Francis Saints, who are head coached by Traveris Bennett. Starting for them will be number 1, Alexis Natzel. Number 2, Josie Lupnik. 21, Alyssa Anderson. 22, Macy Haas. And number 23, Amara Stancer. Then on the side of the Pine City Dragons, it'll be number 2, Mallory Klepper. Number 3, Piper Metling. Number 10, Summer Thiemann. Number 11, Brooke Boland. And number 12, of course, Carly Jusak. I mentioned it before, we might have a special guest in the crowd, and we do. It is Sophie Lottie has joined tonight's game. She is, again, attending University of Wisconsin, Green Bay over there. The Phoenix. She is a D1 Division I basketball player, so awesome to see her in attendance tonight. Of course, Coach Lottie let me know about that one. I appreciate Coach Lottie. He keeps me informed on a lot of stuff. Coach Lottie does for the Dragons. He keeps me informed on a lot of stuff that I may not catch onto or hear about or know about with the team or former players showing up, and appreciate him letting me know. Again, here we go. We're just about ready to get started. 18 minutes are up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. At Embrace Orthodontics, 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, Cambridge. And Pine City basically starting with 3 players in their offensive zone. They really do believe Carly Jusak will... I shouldn't say believe. I should say they're confident Jusak will win this tip-off. It's her and Macy Haas at center court for the tip-off. And we are underway, and it is won by the Dragons. It gets to Summer Thiemann to begin things. Thiemann with it on the far side, gives off to Piper Metling. Now to Boland. Boland on the far side for Summer Thiemann. Inside Jusak, and that's up and in for 2. And an early 2 there for Jusak, and the Dragons lead. A little bit of full court press here by the Dragons. Nearly stolen away by Mallory Klepper under some pressure, but they do get into the front court. Macy Haas. Haas with it. She looks, gives it to Natzel. Now over here to Stancer. Back across the court to Anderson. Anderson tries to go inside, instead back outside to Anderson. Nearly stolen away. Anderson left alone. She'll dribble it again, give it off to Haas. Haas looking, she'll bounce past to Stancer. Near side corner for Lupnik for 3. That's off the mark, no good. Rebound by Haas. And Natzel has it. She's trying to drive and gets fouled. So we'll see our first foul of the game. Mallory Klepper, the guilty Dragon. 17:08 on game clock. Shot clock will reset. It was down to about, I think, 6, and then they got that rebound. Inbound here to Lupnik. Lupnik, oh, that's a carry. She got away with it, though. She drives in on Boland and gets it off the glass for 2. Tied at 2, and Dragons come back down the court. Brooke Boland with it. She stands, gives it off far side to Thiemann. Going inside, Jusak. And an easy lay-in for Jusak. Beautiful pass by Thiemann. And it's 4-2. Again, a little bit full court press here by the Dragons. Far side, though, the Saints have it. That's at Anderson. Alyssa Anderson gives it off to Stancer. Stancer drives inside, backs it out to Lupnik for 3. That's good. Josie Lupnik. And a little bit of pressure, too, and she dropped that one in there. Boland. She pauses right at the Dragon logo, gives it off to Metling, who nearly lost it. Metling gets away from the defender. Pass it out to Summer Thiemann. She wanted the 3, but pulls it down, and she'll try to give it off to her teammate, but it's going to be stolen away by Haas. The Saints had a hand on it. That's kind of what forced that ball into the hands of the Saints. A 3 on the far side from Lupnik. She's going to be a problem if you don't guard her. It's quick. She wastes no time. She drops in another one. It's 8-4. Metling will get it back to Thiemann. Thiemann fakes the pass. Kind of faked it right at the defender. Metling will get it off now to Jusak. Jusak looking, 15 seconds on the shot clock. She'll drive into the far side corner, gives it off to Thiemann. Now to Metling. Metling, turnaround three, no good. That's a little bit hard. And rebounded there. It's Lupnik. She'll give it off to Stancer. Top of the key for Haas. Haas driving in. Ooh, bucket does fall, and then we're going to get a foul. They're going to get Klepper for another foul here, her second, team second. We'll quickly get a sub here for Pine City. Vivian Lottie checks in. But again, Haas got the shot to fall and now looks for the and one, and that's good. Well, the quick start for Pine City quickly by the wayside. It's 11-4 for St. Francis. My goodness, that quickly turntables, but also helps when you've got a player who hits 2 3-point shots like it's nothing. Shot no good there by Thiemann, and then rebounded by Jusak. No good on the shot from Bolin, and rebounded there by Anderson. And if the Dragons can't get something going, they're going to be in trouble early. Luckily there, that pass intended for Natzel on the far side goes over her reach and out of bounds, so the Dragons catch a break a little bit and get the ball back. Trailing by 7. 7 after leading by 4. Or, excuse me, by 2. It was 4-2. But still, they got off to a fast start, and it was like, oh boy, we're in for a little bit of a shootout maybe, but kind of cooled off quickly for the Dragons. Lottie for 3, that's no good. Jusak will get the rebound. Gives it back out to Thiemann for 3. That's going to be no good as well. It's Alyssa Anderson with it. Quickly up the court to Natzel. Natzel stops, gives it off to Anderson. Anderson into the near side corner, stepped on the baseline. I had a pretty clear vantage point there, and Dragons will get it back. Struggling from outside to start the game, so it's still early on, so that could change in a hurry, and the Dragons hoping it does. Of course, they want to drop it inside to Carly Jusak, but right now the Saints doing a pretty good job of guarding her. Maybe getting a little bit too handsy. Oh, they're going to call a moving screen on Jusak. Yeah, and unfortunately there, having a word with her teammate, just saying, hey, instead of that, you got to go the other way so I don't have to do that. Trying to help coach up her teammates. 11-4 is our score. I rhymed, that's why I laughed, ladies and gentlemen. I am easily entertained. Oh, and Brooke Bolin knocked that one away. She could have had that one. That was one where I think she thought that the defender, or offender in this case, was a little bit closer than she was. And Bolin just knocked that one away and goes out of bounds. It probably could have been an easy takeaway, but instead the Saints will get another shot, and those are going to be the spots where the Dragons are going to have to come up with those. Now we'll get a foul here on St. Francis. I believe that's going to be on 22, Macy Haas. I think that's the numbers the referee held up. So the inbound from Lottie to Bolin, and Lottie will take it up the court. Again, she's got her sister in attendance here in this one, and nice job. Lottie, that looked like a dangerous pass. She knew what she was doing. Bolin was guarded well, and as she passed it to Bolin, Bolin was fouled. So that's a smart play there by Vivian Lottie. It looked like maybe an iffy pass, but she knew that defender was being too aggressive. Very smart play there from Vivian Lottie. Metling will inbound it here to Thiemann. Thiemann stands at the Dragon logo, drifts to the near side, stops, gives it out to Lottie. Lottie over to Bolin. Bolin guarded well, goes inside to Jusak, and Jusak's going to be fouled. And for the Dragons, that's exactly what they want to have happen. If you're going to double team Jusak, you're going to have to foul her. That's what happened there. That one's going to be on Alexis Natzel, their team's third. And Pine City was off to a 3-0 team foul start, and St. Francis quickly gets 3 in a row to even it out, and left alone wide open underneath the basket. Vivian Lottie, an easy 2 there for her. And looks like we're going to get a timeout here by St. Francis. Interesting timeout there. He wants a word as to why it was a foul on Jusak. he gets why, and so it will be a quick 30-second timeout. While we have a moment, we'll take a look at that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can find out more at embracemn.com. Maybe it was a minute. They have a minute on the board. Maybe it was just some confusion there between everybody. But either way, the Dragons do trail. Got off again to a really hot start. They led 4-2. And then the Saints went on a 9-0 run in the next minute and a half or so. And since then, the Dragons, they were able to stop the St. Francis offense, but for Pine City, they've only scored 2 cents, so they really need their offense to turn things around here quickly. And again, they're trying to work it inside to Jusak. She's taller than everybody on the court right now, so it's not a bad idea. She is being double-teamed, but again, for the Dragons, they're basically just saying, hey, if you're going to double-team her, you're going to have to foul her because she's going to keep it up over everybody and get the easy lay-in. So if you want it, if you're going to, make her not get an easy shot, you're going to have to foul. And that's a smart idea because then you get the other team in foul trouble. Then they have players who are checking out. And not that the bench players can't come in and do well, but a lot of times those bench players are younger players and they're not, they don't have that varsity time and varsity experience. So Lupnick has it, and she might be one of the more dangerous players to have the ball in her hands. She put up 2 threes in a row. A little bit of a quick whistle there. Brooke Boland gets called for the foul. I think that was a little bit of a quick whistle. So that just might be the way the refs are calling it tonight. Pretty close. Inbound here to Natzel. Natzel over to Lupnick. Not surprised that she's going to touch the ball a lot after watching her hit those 2 threes. She will probably hit it a lot. And there she goes again. And this one's going to be off the mark. Jusak will get the rebound. That's what they need. If she takes the shot, they need her to be off the mark. Jusak brings it down the court. Oh! Looked like an easy one, but she didn't get the friendly roll. Haas will get the rebound for the Saints. Then up the court, and it's Alyssa Anderson who drops it in for 2. 13-6. Brooke Boland up the court with it. Spins around, drifting to the far side, gives it to Thiemann. Thiemann on the far side to Boland. Boland back to Thiemann. Thiemann on that sideline. She tiptoes, gets it to Metling. Metling to Lottie. Lottie wants to hand it off to Metling. She does, and Metling inside. Shot is up, no good, but she goes to the line to shoot 2 as she was fouled. 4th team foul now on the Saints. They each have 4. They're going to get this one on Alexis Natzel. And Metling at the line for 2. First one is up and good. Checking into the game for the first time here for the Saints, be number 14, Emily Schoenrock. Metling can't get the friendly roll. Jusak's going to pick up the rebound, though. Out for 3! It's Summer Freeman! Pressure being put on here by the Dragons, 13-10. Quickly inside, it's knocked away, stolen away by Piper Metling. It was knocked by Jusak, and it's taken away by Metling. Metling will drive inside, shot is up, no good. It was nearly rebounded there by Schoenrock, it was, but then she dribbled it on the baseline, and it will stay with the Dragons. They catch a break after getting a big turnover, and they'll hold on to it. Schoenrock needs to tie her shoe, and again, they always let the athletes do that because an untied shoe on basketball court is dangerous. Almost as bad as water on the court. So here we go. We'll get set to inbound as Schoenrock got her shoe tied. Inbound to Jusak. She's just going to palm it and say, hey, no, mine. Thiemann, she tripped on her way to the basket, gives it off to Lottie. Shot's no good. She's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. This one's going to go against Alyssa Anderson, her 2nd. Team's 5th. And Vivian Lottie at the line to shoot 2. Again, her sister in attendance. First one, no good. Substitution, and first time here tonight for the Saints. 34, Jalen Kaiser. Lottie. Second one, no good. Rebounded there by Stancer. And taking up the court, Lupnik. Again, probably not the player you wanted in the hands of. And that pass going to go through the hands of Kaiser, and the Dragons will get it back. Big break there. 12:03 to go in first half. Dragons up or down by 3, 13-10. Inside to Jusak. Jusak shot it. Oh my, blocked. You don't see her get a shot blocked often. That's a rarity, to say the least. So Saints have it back. Stancer has it. And that one knocked away, stolen away by Piper Metling. Quickly up the court, Summer Thiemann trying to drop that one in, no good. Jusak there for the rebound, but she can't drop it in. Brooke Bolin will get it back, though, and she'll put it in for 2. That's big there from Brooke Bolin. That was a savvy play by one of the veterans on this squad. She's not a senior, but, I mean, that was a veteran play. This ball through the hands of Schoenrock and back to the Dragons now again. Bolin, only a sophomore. I mean, that was a veteran play, though, simply put. Dragons have it back, trailing by 1. Under 11.5 to go. Bolin has it. She'll give it off to Metling. Metling covers it up. She knows this Saints team is very, I don't want to use that word. That's her hands in the passing lane. That's just, yeah, there we go. And again, Pine City's going to have their hand in the passing lane. It was Piper Metling, and now stolen away by Vivian Lottie. But this time it was knocked out of bounds by the Saints' Stancer. Metling will get set to inbound. Gets it to Thiemann. Thiemann gives it off to Bolin. Bolin, far side to Metling. Metling keeps that ball over her head. She doesn't want a chance of it getting stolen. She wants to go to Jusak, and Jusak will get it. Going to Lottie. Lottie might have been pushed a little bit, but now over to Bolin. Now to Metling. Now to Thiemann. 4 seconds to shoot. 3 seconds to shoot. Spin around shot. They got to get it off, and Thiemann was not aware at all, sadly, of the shot clock and how low it was. And unfortunately, that's where some of this veteran leadership will have to come in, and they'll have to let her know, hey, you're going to have to shoot it. You got it. And that's what's unfortunate about the shot clock this year is, again, it hasn't been a problem for everybody. I think that shot clock has not been a problem at all for anybody. I think teams have done a really good job of, as here we get a steal by Summer Thiemann. She'll go down. Oh, she can't lay it in. I was about to call 2, but nope. Haas is going to get the rebound. That's unfortunate, and then left alone. Schoenrock, it's up and good. Oh, my. Dragons needed that. They needed that. Screen here by Jusak, and Bolin gets it off to Metling. Now back to Bolin in the near side corner. Over to Thiemann. Inside to Jusak, and Jusak's going to be fouled. And again, they're going to say, hey, you're going to double her. You're going to have to foul her. And they did. That's on Macy Haas. For a second, you've got 3 players now in this starting lineup with 2 fouls. Haas, Anderson, and Natzel. Bolin will check out, and coming in for her, Mallory Klepper. Klepper had 2 quick fouls, so she sat for a little bit. And 3 from Summer Thiemann, and she ties this one up at 15. That was a clutch 3 by Summer Thiemann, as I like to call her. And that ball nearly stolen by Piper Metling. Great place, right time. She knocked it out of bounds, so no open pass there to Schoenrock. Schoenrock, I believe it was her brother who was on this team last year, or might still be. Oh, this inbound goes well past anybody. Stolen away by Thiemann. She sets her feet this time and drops in the steal for 2 points. She shuffled her feet just a few more times, realized, hey, I got time. There's nobody near me. I can get this and set myself up a little bit better, and she does there on the fast break opportunity. Dragons take a 17-15 lead. They better be careful. Schoenrock's been open underneath that basket, and there she is. She drops it in for 2. And she was kind of waving her arms, doing everything but clapping her hands, making noise to, let her teammates know, hey, I'm wide open. Yeah, Pine City kind of left her alone, but to be fair, they've got other players that they've got to worry about. Now going inside to Lottie, and yeah, a little bit of an ill-advised pass there as Haas going to get the steal for the Saints. And travel missed. Travel call missed as Stancer is going to drop it in for 2. That was, he missed that one. That's all right. They're human. That should be knocked out about. I thought the Saints had a hand on it. Not the case. Looks like we had a timeout called here now by Pine City. 8:41 left on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. We'll get a full timeout, so we'll take a word from our fine sponsors here.
Your journey
Girls
to
basketball
smile
and
with your
WCMP.
forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
19-17, the Dragons trail by 2 in the game with 8:41 left in the first half. Again, a quick start for Pine City. They got out to a 4-2 lead, but then it was St. Francis from there. They went on to score 9 straight. To take the lead, and they had a commanding lead, but recently Pine City tied it up, took a lead, and since then it's been St. Francis for a run. Here come the Saints. They have it, starting with it, Stancer. Maybe got away with the travel last time. She'll drive in on the near side, guarded well. And that's stolen away. That kind of fell into Metling's lap. She'll race down the court, lay it up and in for 2. Piper Metling on the run, in stride, lays that one up and in for 2. Beautiful shot there by Piper Metling. That was not an easy shot. That was, she was guarded too, so very, very smooth. And pass into Schoenrock. Shot is up. I'm going to disagree on the call respectfully. Respectfully, of course. They call a foul on that one, and I don't know that was. I think they got Lottie for the foul. Either way, Schoenrock for the possible 3-point play. No good. Rebounded by Jusak. She gives it off to Klepper, near side to Lottie. Lottie stops, gives it off. Thiemann, far side, Metling. 3, no good. And right into the hands of Anderson for the rebound. 21-19, Saints with the lead. Knocked out by Metling. Pretty good job there by Metling to knock that one out. Brooke Boland will check into the game again. Only a sophomore, but plays like a veteran. And even though the Dragons do have the 3 seniors, this is still a pretty young group. Inbound here to Haas, now on the far side for Anderson. Schoenrock showing off the range, but it's no good. Klepper with the rebound. 21-19, Klepper. She finds a lane, wants to take it to the basket herself, but she's fouled. And she'll line and shoot 2. Schoenrock is the guilty Saint. Saints player. Just sounds wrong to say guilty Saint. I don't know. It's just me. Mallory Klepper at the line to shoot 2. First one no good. Off the front of the rim. So far 1 for 5 now are the Dragons from the free throw line. They'll have to find a way to improve that number going forward. Give them 5 points right now. They're leading 24-21. That one no good as well. And rebounded by Schoenrock. So it's been a tough outing for this offense rebound-wise. They have not been able to find many rebounds on the offensive boards, and now it just seems too easy for the Saints. Anderson scores 2. Boland gives it back out to Thiemann. Now to Klepper. Tried to go inside to Lottie, and a little too tall for her. Go back to the Saints. Like I said, 5 and 10, but You never know. You just never know with these types of games. 7 minutes to go here, and driving in, but shot no good. Rebound by Jusak. Bolin, little bit messy dribble. She does hold on to it, though. Summer Thiemann has it. Far side for three. Oh, just off the mark. And rebounded by Alyssa Anderson. And no rebounds to be found offensively for the Dragons. A quick three on the other side. That's going to be no good. Thiemann grabs her first rebound of the game. Not many rebounds to be had by anybody else, as Jusak has mainly got them all. But Brooke Boland delivers with a big three there. And they desperately needed that. They needed something to spark this offense, and they got it right there. Brooke Boland again. Only a sophomore, but man, we've seen her improve in her game this year. A three on the other side there. No good by the Saints. Jusak with the rebound. Klepper gets it off to Boland. Boland to Thiemann. Thiemann tiptoes, keeps it in, and gives it to Lottie. Now over to Boland, now back to Klepper. Klepper gives it off to Boland. That's a long three. She decides to drive in. Gives it back out to Lottie. Far side for Thiemann. Going inside to Jusak. Too tall for her and stolen away by Anderson. Quickly up the court here for Natzel. Natzel wanted to go to her teammate, but she slashed towards the basket and then gives it back here to Haas. Haas will slow things down a little bit, stands top of the key. She'll give it off to Anderson on the near side elbow. Anderson directing traffic, gives it off now to Schoenrock, and it's no way. Stolen away. Are they going to get Jusak for the foul? They're not. Okay, I was going to say, Schoenrock with her second. That's their team eighth, and Jusak is at the line for a 1-and-1. Metling checks in for Klepper, and Jusak with her first opportunity from the free throw line. 5:37 left here in the first half. First one is good. So she gets a second chance as we're tied at 23 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as convenient and comfortable as possible. Custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. 24-23, Dragons holding on to a 1-point lead. Quickly up the court, though, come the Saints, and that's going to be a travel on the Saints. Stancer had it in the near side corner, but she forgot to dribble, unfortunately, before she took off with it. 24-23, 5.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Dragons have retaken the lead once again and trying to pull away a little bit here. Brooke Boland showing off the dribbles. Trying to get around the defender. Gets a screen from Jusak. She picks up her dribble, gives it to Lottie. Lottie top of the key. Wanted to go to Jusak. This pass is just up enough for Boland to get it. Jusak driving inside with the physicality. And drops it in for two. 26-23. Dragons lead by 3. Can they extend? Out on the far side for Kaiser. Kaiser delivers from 3. No good. Rebound up for grabs. Jusak is on the floor. And, twisted ankle there for Haas, but she's okay. And her and Boland come together and say, hey, it's all right. We're good. And Boland is going to get her second foul. That's one thing about Boland. She's the physical player for this Dragons team, and sometimes that's what exactly they need her to be, is that physical player, and she brings it, man. Again, that was incidental contact, and, yeah, not good when you see her take the ball. That's Macy Haas with it Lupnik. Lupnik for 3. I knew I was wrong when I said it, but she'll tie it up. Metling has it. Oh, and then missed Thiemann. Wow, what a catch by Thiemann on the sideline. Holy cow. Looking like Chris Carter over there. Wow. Summer Thiemann. She went up for that one. Did she go to LeBron for some hops all of a sudden? My goodness. That was impressive. 8-7, and Lottie will throw one at the basket. It's no good. Ooh, Saints got away with a push there on the rebound, and that definitely should have been called. Driving in, shot is up and good there from Stancer. She kind of had a free run there. Yeah, when Lupnik has the ball, you got to watch out. That's who delivered on that 3 to tie it up again, and that was not what the Dragons needed. Under 4 minutes to go here. Saints retake that lead. It didn't last long for the Dragons. They really They need that spark back, and then they really need to get something going. Boland has it. Boland, top of the key. Gives it off near side to Thiemann. Thiemann thought about it. She'll drive just inside. No good. Rebound by Haas. And again, no rebounds to be found offensively for Pine City. It is just, I mean, it's bone dry in that aspect. 3 here from Haas. That's going to come up short. And no one will get it. 3:22 to go, first half. Dragons trail by 2. Trying to keep that win streak alive. Currently at 5. Thiemann has it, gives it off to Boland. Boland picks up her dribble, gives it off Thiemann. Thiemann for 3. It's a little bit long. Jusak just not in a great position for that one, but rebounded by Piper Metling. Now inside, Vivian Lottie. She had it, no good. Rebounded by Stancer. Yeah, they can't buy an offensive rebound right now, and Thiemann going to get called for the foul, I believe, there. I think it was anyways. Nats let the line for a 1-and-1. First one's good. That one's going to be no good. Jusak with the rebound, so 1 of 2 there. Jusak yet another rebound, and quickly up the court to Summer Thiemann. She's inside, gets fouled. Basket's no good, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. And I didn't quite grab who was the guilty St. Francis player. Good from Summer Thiemann. It was Haas. She now has 3. Thiemann good on that first one. Couple substitutions each side here. Under 3 minutes. Summer Thiemann, no good on the second. Jusak will finally get a rebound, plus the foul and 1. So Thiemann went 1 of 2. Jusak gets fouled. That one's going to go against Schoenrock. Her third now. And Jusak got that one to fall. Now in the double bonus are the Dragons. And Jusak at the line for 2. For 1, yes. Because she already got the basket to fall. I'm all over the place. My goodness. 30-29. Dragons retake the lead. Now can they get it to last? Oh, Lupnik left alone, but she gets it off here to Schoenrock. Schoenrock now to Natzel. Natzel trying to drive inside, backs it out here to Stancer. Stancer looking, ball is tipped, knocked away, stolen away by Brooke Boland. Brooke Boland, fast break opportunity, got it to fall, plus and 1. Brooke Boland. She may be a sophomore, but she's playing like a senior here tonight. My goodness, what a play. I believe they got Kaiser with the foul that time. So Boland will shoot 1 here. She dropped it in. That one, no good. She still gets 2, though. Rebounded there by Kaiser. 32-29. Stolen away by Piper Metling. Metling, a little bit off the mark there. I think she rushed that one just a tad, rebounded by Anderson. That's one where you got to kind of like Thiemann did on the other one. Shuffle your feet a little bit. Just get yourself reset. Back the other way. Saints have it. They'll go for the long 2. It's no good. Jusak right there for the rebound. She brings it up the court herself. Under 2 minutes to go. Gives it off far side. Thiemann an extra long 3. Just off the mark. Jusak trying to grab the rebound. Almost had it. Just rolled off the fingertips the wrong way. She tried to get it to roll back the other way towards her. But unfortunately it rolls out of bounds, and Saints will get it back. 1:54 to go. Dragons lead by 3. Saints will get it inbounded. Got a little bit of that kind of full court pressure here. Maybe a little bit more zone than it is press. 3 here for Kaiser. No good. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Saints. Kaiser shot that 3, but off the mark, and the Dragons get it back. They lead by 3 here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll do the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. Bolin stopping in a precarious spot because she was at half court and stopped, and I think head coach Judd will want to make sure that she doesn't get that backcourt violation. Jusak, long 3, looks good, but off the mark. And Schoenrock will get the rebound there for St. Francis. Under a minute and a half to go now. One thing you don't want to do is leave Lupnik open. And luckily for the Dragons, it doesn't fall, but Kaiser gets the rebound back, and now Natzel will take it. A long 2, no good. Lupnik gets the rebound. Her shot, no good. And Jusak will finally get the rebound here for Pine City. Second chance opportunities here for the Saints is just going off. Bolin, a long 3, no good. And it hits the rope that kind of pulls up and down the basket there, so that's going to be out of bounds, sadly. Under a minute to go. Dragons still lead by 3. Both teams have had their fair share of opportunities for baskets, but not getting to the fall. Gotten a little bit cold now, but if you're the Dragons, you really got to step up. Can't let Lupnik get open. She's been the 3 machine. She's hit 3 of them. And Jusak nearly got a foul. She gets off in time for it not to be. Lupnik has it, gives it to Schoenrock. Schoenrock driving in. Shot is up, blocked by Jusak. Oh, and then she tried to give it off to Klepper. And it goes awry. So close there. And she had to get that one off quickly because she was falling backwards, so she tried to throw it in quickly so as not to step out of bounds and give it right back to the Saints, but sadly there it goes back to him. Anyway, Lupnik with it, trying to drive inside. Metling knocked it out, but it was kicked out then by Klepper. Klepper, I mean, to be fair, that was right at her heel as she was trying to go back for it. She just kind of happened to kick it, so no harm, no foul there. No foul. We're in basketball, there's fouls. Timeout called here by St. Francis. I apologize. That was a terrible joke. St. Francis with the timeout. 23 seconds to go here in the first half. It'll be a short timeout, the 30-second variety. So the Dragons will get a chance to talk about what they want to do on defense here. Obviously, you don't want to let Lupnik, be open, especially from that beyond the perimeter. But you also got everybody else to worry about, so they're going to talk through things. Plus, they have just struggled offensively shooting the ball a little bit. I think one of the biggest things is rebounds. They're not getting those second chance scoring opportunities, specifically with Jusak inside underneath the basket. So I think for Pine City, they're going to be talking about, hey, we got to get some more offensive rebounds. We got to get some more second chance scoring opportunities here for ourselves because we're leaving points on the court right now, and we need to get these because they could right now have a much bigger lead than what they have, but again, sadly, just kind of leaving some points out on the board. They get that inbounded just in time. Anderson has it for the Saints. Oh, no way. That's too quick. That's too quick. Oh, my God. They're going to get Klepper for a foul. I think you got to let him play a little bit. That seemed to be too quick for me. It's going to be a 1-and-1 here for Alyssa Anderson. It is the third foul, as I mentioned, on Klepper. 8th team foul for Pine City. Anderson's good on the first. 3 for 5 free throw. Wise for the Saints so far. Schoenrock out in for her Stancer. So let's say Anderson was good on the first. No good on the second. That ball, oh no, rebounded by the Saints. By Natzel. Shot up, no good. Jusak got the rebound. And she'll give it up to Metling. Metling with 8 seconds to go. Bounce pass here to Jusak. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1. It's good! Carly Jusak with a big 3 to end the half. Well, you talk about shifting momentum in one shot. There it is. Carly Jusak. with a buzzer beater at half. Gives the Dragons a 5-point lead. What a shot from Carly Jusak. She drilled it between the legs and then picked it up and shot it. And man, did she deliver. That is a big, big shot there from Carly Jusak. And again, that will kind of shift momentum in their favor starting the second half. So, a nice end of the half there for Pine City. A long three from Jusak is absolutely drilled. And they'll go into half leading by 5. So we'll take commercial break here. Word from our fine sponsors. We'll come back and recap the first half. You're listening to Girls Basketball on WCMP.
BRB. B4N.
Period 02.
BF.
143.
AAK.
1 a.m.
Apostrophe S apostrophe.
These are two teenage girls texting each other, and we have no idea what they're saying either. Maybe the WCMP deals guy can translate.
This week, grab $10 tickets to the Duluth Sports Show. Grilling seminars from Mad Dog and Merrill. Dexter the dog that learned to walk like a human, and more. Only $10.
No, I don't think that's what they were saying at all. But find these and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deals. WCMPradio.com/deals. OMG, TTYL. Money sign, heart emoji.
Everyone knows there are great places to play in northwestern Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is just outside of Grantsburg, Wisconsin, and offers numerous career options with a wide variety of responsibilities, schedules, and growth opportunities. Some positions may include CDL driver, cheese production, and seasonal workers. Burnett Dairy Cooperative has competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and many other great benefits. Be part of our herd. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
This can be the loneliest sound, and it's never the right time. Car in the ditch, you standing by the side of the road. Thank goodness Hinckley Towing is on the way. 24-hour service, experienced drivers, and state-of-the-art trucks. Put their number in your phone before you need it. Hinckley Towing, 320-385-4049. 320-385-4049.
AOML.
BRB.
B4N.
Period 02.
BF.
143.
AAK.
1 a.m.
Apostrophe S apostrophe.
These are two teenage girls texting each other, and we have no idea what they're saying either. Maybe the WCMP deals guy can translate.
This week, grab $10 tickets to the Duluth Sports Show. Fishing seminars, hundreds of exhibitors. You can even get your deer scored. All for only $10.
No, I don't think that's what they were saying at all. But find these and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deals. WCMPradio.com/deals. OMG, TTYL. Money sign, heart emoji.
Introducing the Red Runner 2017 Deluxe Firewood Processor. This Canadian-assembled, all-in-one, towable firewood solutions capable of producing 3 face cords per hour. The Red Runner comes equipped with a powerful 18-inch Oregon chainsaw bar, 10-foot-long adjustable conveyor, 2, 4, or even 6-way adjustable splitter head. Fits logs up to 12 feet long and 16 inches in diameter. This high-performance personal firewood processor is powered by a Honda GX390 industrial engine, found only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com. Game day coming out here where the Pine City Dragons girls lead over the St. Francis Saints at halftime, 35-30. Taking a look at the stats from that first half, the Saints were led in scoring by Josie Lupinick with 11, then 6 for Emily Schoenrock, 4 for Alyssa Anderson, Macy Haas, and Amira Stancer, and then 1 for Alexis Natzel. Rebound-wise, Anderson and Haas both had 5. They were 3 for 6 from the free throw line, 50%. They had 3 steals, 1 block, and 11 team fouls. For the Dragons, they were led by Carly Jusak, who hit that buzzer beater 3 to end the half and give them a 5-point lead. And then right behind her, Summer Thiemann had 9, 7 for Brooke Boland, 3 for Piper Metling, and 2 for Vivian Lottie. 12 rebounds there for Carly Jusak in the first half alone. They were 5 of 12 from the free throw line. That is something they will definitely look to improve on as they go throughout this game. They had 9 steals in the first half, 1 block, and 8 team fouls. So not so many fouls there in that first half, which is nice, which is awesome for them. But I think one of the things that they'll definitely want to work on is, one, the offensive rebounding. I think that is a big thing here going forward in this second half. And they struggled to get those second chance scoring opportunities, and they needed those. They really needed those here in this first half. Luckily, it didn't turn out to be a big problem, but you definitely seen that it did kind of keep them off the board at times and kind of led to St. Francis getting down the court a little bit quicker and being able to score off of those opportunities. Their transition offense was pretty darn good in that first half, but for Pine City, yeah, kind of, I don't know, they were a little bit, it wasn't a slow start by any means. They got off to a quick start. The quick start kind of fumed out real quick is kind of what it was. They did hit, let's see, 4 threes in their first half. So not a bad night shooting from 3, but they'll definitely want to be better because they definitely took a ton of shots here in that first half, and the percentage is not what they're going to be, not what they want it to be at this point of the game, especially with a 5-point lead that we've seen that the Saints can quickly turn in their favor because, again, they have a young lady, Josie Lupnick, who has just been insane from 3. They have 4 for 3s in that first half as well, but Lupnick had 3 of them, and she got them going on offense, kind of sparked that run there in the middle of the first half and kind of got them going, and really they held the lead throughout much of this first half. But Pine City got things going there in the late parts of the first half and really looked good. Their defense really made a big step up. But that's another thing, that the rebounds are I think, some of the biggest things. Now, they do have a good chunk of rebounds, and mainly all of them by Jusak, but I think they're going to want to have a few more on the offensive side. When I'm watching this game, I look and I see, man, there are a ton of points that are leaving on the board because they can't get any second chance scoring opportunities. And sometimes that's kind of what you talk about at half, is just kind of hammering something home that you notice in the half of a game. So 18 minutes, we'll be back up on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. The team at Embrace believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. So the Dragons lead by 5 here at half and looking to get things going quickly here to begin the second half. Meanwhile, over on 95.5 FM KBK boys basketball sees Adam Hefty on that call, where the Foley Falcons lead over the Mora Mustangs at half, 30-23. I knew that should be a good game as well, as Foley is one of the better teams in that section, but Mora still a good team as well, so a conference matchup for them, plus a section matchup, so that should be a good one over in Mora. St. Francis will begin the half with the ball. But this is a good chance for this Pine City defense to make an early stop, force a turnover, grab a steal, whatever it is, to get the ball back for their offense, and then get that transition offense working quickly and go down and score just as quick to get yourselves on the board first. I think it's super important here for Pine City to get on the board first here in this second half, because because you got that last second three, that buzzer beater to end the half. I think you need to score first to continue to keep that momentum. But St. Francis does have it inbounded here. And again, Lupnik, the girl you want to see the ball in the hands of. She can hit it from long range, and that pass going to go off the mark. Miscommunication there between Lupnik and Anderson. I know that's Stancer. Those two were not on the same page as the player zigged and the ball zagged, so to speak. And Brooke Bullen, she's got to be careful there. Almost went over and back. She has played like a veteran, though, here tonight. Again, she's only a sophomore, but playing much like a senior. All inside to Klepper. Give it back outside to Metling underneath the basket. That pass from Klepper went to Metling, and Metling delivers from three. That's kind of exactly what you needed if you're Pine City, a big three to start half number two. A lane there for Stancer. Gives it back outside. A long two from Anderson is no good, and Jusak grabs the rebound. Quickly up the court, Summer Thiemann. Will she get it? Yes, she will! Summer Thiemann got it to fall, and it's 40-30. Little full court press here from the Dragons. Knocked out by Thiemann. Thiemann keeps it alive. Oh, she's okay. My goodness, she raced after that ball, and it's stolen away by Carly Jusak. She'll take it to the basket, lay it up and in for two. This is a good start for Pine City. Ooh, almost a double dribble there on the side of the Saints, but they managed to not have that happen. It was a good job there. Two here from Anderson, no good. Jusak gonna get the rebound. Yes, no? And I believe, if I'm thinking correctly, this should be 1,000 rebounds for Carly Jusak. If I'm on track, that should be 1,000. 1,000 career rebounds for Carly Jusak. Congratulations to Carly Jusak. That is 1,000 career rebounds for Carly Jusak in her career. We had, a word there. That is 1,000, and let's hear a word from head coach Patrick Judd.
In Pine City High School history, we have a 1,000 rebound person, Carly Jusak.
There you have it. Carly Jusak, the first ever player in Pine City history with 1,000 rebounds. Give it up to Carly Jusak, and she's going to go up, find her parents, and give it off to them. What a career for Carly Jusak. What a job. My goodness. What a feat for Carly Jusak. Now we'll get a break in the action here. It's 42-30, which might not be so good or for St. Francis, but it's a well-deserved break because Carly Jusak has done something no other Dragon player has done. Grabbed 1,000 rebounds in her career. Congratulations to Carly Jusak. What a career here at Pine City. She's been the ultimate teammate, a leader on and off the court, and she's just done such a great job. It's been fun to watch her. Fun to call games for this Pine City team, and another one that'll have her name in the record books. Carly Jusak, they did get the rebound. Metling looking to keep the streak going, no good. Klepper's going to grab the rebound after the missed shot, and no foul call. Klepper, she falls to the floor. No foul call? Interesting. Huh. Interesting. No foul call there. But again, Carly Jusak, my goodness, she ran up right after she got that rebound, right after she got the ball. And, well, can't talk about it because Summer Thiemann gets a steal. Well, it's stolen right back. Natzel gets the ball right back. She was looking for her teammate, but not on the mark there. But right after she got that ball, which was her 1,000th career rebound, she went up and gave it to her parents. And what a moment for her and her parents. I mean, that is so special. Especially at home, to get it at home, that's got to be, I mean, kind of almost a dream. 3 ball here from the Saints is no good. Klepper in underneath the basket, gets it to fall. Thiemann will slow it down, gives it off to Carly Juice. Oh, no good. Rebounded there by Haas. That's one that the Dragons, you kind of need there. You got those fast break opportunities. That's another thing that the Dragons just couldn't get working for themselves was the fast break points. As Stancer, I don't know how she got that one to fall because she was extended as far as about Mr. Incredible. So, I mean, she got extended. Now we'll get a travel here by Brooke Boland, and it's been close call all night on those, but she gets it there. 15-21, Dragons lead by 10, 42-32. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. And Lupnik has it, and she'll give it off to Stancer. Stancer uses her arm wingspan. There it is. That's what I'm looking for, to get a few shots to fall. They give it to Lupnik, but now give it off to Haas. Haas nearly had it stolen away. She'll bounce it out to Natzel. Natzel gives it out now to Stancer. They want to get it to Lupnik. That shot going to be no good. Taken away by Jusak. Jusak has it. She'll give it off to Boland. Boland delivers inside. Jusak just goes up and over everybody and drops it in for 2. Now, it's not a fast break point, but might as well have been. Then quickly up the court go the Saints, and they miss on that shot from 2. Add on to your rebounds, Carly. She gets another one here. Really no surprise, and now she's kind of stuck. She's looking for a teammate, and she'll bounce pass it here to Metling. Metling wanted to give it off to Jusak. Jusak has a lane to the basket. Off the glass and in for 2. Beautiful job there by Jusak, setting it up with her teammate. And it's 46-32, but they get a little lackadaisical on defense, and Natzel is wide open. Yeah, they kind of, I don't know if they were in communication when that happened or what happened, but the defense was just not there, and it was good. Wow, Carly Jusak has found an absolute groove right now. She hits that from 3, and, well, just keep getting her the ball. She's the hot hand right now. A shot from 3. Lupnik, she's trying to match Jusak. It's no good. Thiemann with the rebound. Fast break opportunity. It's up and in for 2 from Summer Thiemann. And the Dragons get a fast break shot there from Thiemann. What a shot there by her after the rebound. 3 ball here from Haas. That's good. Nice shot there by Macy Haas. So 3 ball, but it's 51-37. Dragons with the lead. They need to continue this hot, fast-paced offense right now. It seems to be working, and they seem to be getting those points to fall at will, and they want to keep that going. Thiemann from 3. She's feeling it. Oh, it rims out. It was right on the mark, but just out. And now Boland for 3 after the rebound from Mallory Klepper, and Brooke Boland hits it from 3. It's raining threes up in here. Quickly the other way, Stancer. I don't know how she does that. She goes up, and I mean, she fully extends her arm and contorts her body in such a way she gets that spin on it just right to get it to fall. My goodness, that's really impressive. Jusak will try and do the same, and she does, and she gets it to fall for 2. 56-39. Driving in, backing it back outside to Haas. Haas now driving inside. Shot is up, no good. She'll grab her own rebound. Shoot, no good. And a rebound there by Anderson, and she'll drop it in for 2. And now we get a timeout here by St. Francis and their head coach Bennett. And with 12:17 left on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here in the second half, we'll get a timeout and a break here. You're listening to girls basketball on 106.5 FM.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350, live video at WCMPradio.com. Dragons will get to inbound here. 56-41 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They'll leave you with Smile You'll Embrace forever. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Dragons have it back on offense. They'll go across court to Summer Thiemann. Thiemann looks at the basket. She thought about it, but then she'll give it off to Metling. Now on the near side here for Bolin. Inside to Jusak. Beautifully set up, and Jusak drops it in for two more. Jusak is having quite a night, and they've kind of needed her to. But they've also got contributions from other players as well. Vivian Lati gets the foul there. Luckily, the basket did not fall in, but it will be a shooting foul nonetheless. It will be her second and the team's first of the second half. As Alyssa Anderson is at the line to shoot two. First one is up and no good. So no good on the first. That is the first team foul by either side here, and we're about 6 minutes and 10 seconds into the second half. So one of two there is Alyssa Anderson, 58-42. Pine City Brooke Bolin gives it off to Metling. Metling guarded well in that near side, gives it off Thiemann on the far side. Thiemann takes it, drives, gives it off to Lati. Lati far side, gives it back to Thiemann at the elbow. Now over to Bolin. Bolin near side for three. Off the mark. Jusak. Yet another one. And no, it's not going to fall. She gets her own rebound. Oh, how is that not a foul? So Jusak got two there. No foul call on the Saints. Probably should have been. And then we're going to travel the other way by Alyssa Anderson, who got the rebound. So that was a tough one, though. I mean, gotta play fair because the Saints did have their hands up. And I think that one might have been, actually, now that I think about it, again, I think it might have been more or less of a good call. Yes, Jusak did get the rebound, but the Saints players did have their hands up, and you're allowed to go ceiling to floor with your hands. So, yeah, it might have been more or less of a good call than we think. Thiemann for three. Summer Thiemann delivers. 61-42. Oh, and Carly Jusak with a block. And Lati got the ball back, but they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. We'll give it back to the Saints. Yeah, sadly, that's one of those things that could be, and I'm not picking on Vivian. Absolutely not. I would never, ever do that. But that's kind of one of those things where it's kind of a momentum killer on those type of plays. And I get a foul here on Pine City. We're going to get Brooke Boland. It's their second team foul, Boland's third. Saints will get to inbound here, 61-42, 10:37. Inbound, and that is a little bit off the mark. Boland's going to grab a steal. She'll bring it up the court. Carly Jusak gives it off. Far side to Thiemann. That's going to come up short. And Schoenrock gets the rebound. She's a pretty tall athlete out there as she stands 6'1". Matches up with Jusak. A three here. Ooh, ring around the rim, and it falls for Haas. Thiemann has it. She wants to go to Jusak, and she will. Jusak on the far side. Good passing here by the Dragons. Bolin pulls it down on the near side and gives it back to Thiemann. Thiemann finds a lane, drives inside. Shot is up, no good. Bolin grabs it, rebound, got in for 2. Beautiful play there by Brooke Bolin. Thiemann missed, but Bolin said, no, this is our ball. I've got it. Let me drop it in. That's a great play there by her. Almost traveled, did the Saint player, but she got the pass off just in time. And now Lupnik has it. She gives off to Schoenrock. That shot, no good, but they're in prime position for a rebound. That's Alyssa Anderson who drops it in for 2. That's the thing. These Saint players have done such a good job of boxing out. They are getting so many second chance scoring opportunities. As Piper Metling gets the ball from Thiemann. Shot is up, no good from 3 from Metling, then knocked out of bounds. They're going to say bye, Vivian Lottie. That was a good look from 3, though, for Piper Metling. Bolin will get a rest, and in for hers, Mallory Klepper. Mallory Klepper's done a good job underneath the basket here tonight. Whether it's guarding or boxing out and getting rebounds, she's done a good job, and she's another one of those younger players here for Pine City. Another one who's only a sophomore. That, man, when these sophomores get, even next year, this is going to be a fun team to watch going forward. They've had great coaching over the years with Ted Haas, and now continuing it with Patrick Judd. Just so fun to watch. They'll go inside here. Shot is up, no good, and Mallory Klepper grabs the rebound, but it gets out of her hand. I think it was knocked out by maybe an elbow. But she'll give it off on the far side to Thiemann. Now on the near side to Metling. Metling looking, trying to find a place to give it off to. She gives it to Jusak in the near side corner. Mallory Klepper for 3. Good! Her first points on the board comes by the way of a long ball. Nice shot there from Klepper. And that ball nearly lost by the Saints, but she'll give it off to Lupnik on the far side. Now back to Stancer. Stancer bothered by Klepper, and Schoenrock almost over and back, but she gets it back. She did a really good job there, kind of tiptoeing. She'll get it off to Anderson. Anderson now to Stancer. Stancer inside, and she can't get that one to fall. It's Jusak with, you guessed it, a rebound. Quickly up the court to Metling. Metling to Klepper. Klepper doesn't get enough on it, and Schoenrock will get the rebound. 66-47, under 8 minutes to go now in the game. It's Stancer with it. Stancer trying to set up the offense. Trying to get around Klepper, but Klepper is just stuck to her like glue. Now trying to get around Lottie on the far side. They give it off to Schoenrock. Schoenrock thought about 3, then we'll give it to Lupnik, and Lupnik, very dangerous player. She'll drive inside, and ooh, they're going to get Metling for a foul. Yep, that's her first, though. That is, if there's anyone that you would like to take the foul, it would be her. Now, you don't want anyone to get a foul, but if there's someone you would like to take a foul, if you needed one, Metling would be the one because she didn't have any up to that point. At the line for 2 is Lupnik, and Lupnik, no surprise, hits the first one. Again, she is so dangerous shooting the ball. That's why they've been kind of making it a point to make sure she doesn't get the ball in her hands. And she'll drop them both in. Again, not really a surprise there. Brooke Bolin checks back in. She'll come in for Metling. Metling will get a rest. 66-49. Under 7.5 to go. Dragons have it. Brooke Bolin. Give it off far side to Vivian Lottie. Now to Thiemann. Thiemann to Klepper. Back to Thiemann. Thiemann, long 3. It's good! Summer Thiemann. My goodness. I apologize. It's Summer Threeman. My goodness. Her improvement over the years has been fun to watch. And now you get it off. Lupnik to Natzel. Now outside. Shot is no good from 3. From Stancer. And they're going to come and talk about this. They said it was out of bounds off of Saints, but I think Vivian Lottie sadly touched it last, so it will stay with the Saints after the conversation. Yep. Not too surprised on that one, because even Lottie's reaction, she was kind of like, oh, did I actually get away with that? And again, I've always said it. If you can kind of get away with it, all the more power to you. Just like when teams sometimes go in to say, oh, we get to inbound, but it's actually the other team's inbound. I have yet to see it work, but I'm sure one of these times we'll see it work. Good passing here by St. Francis. They'll get it off to Lupnik on the far side. Now she'll give it back here to Stancer. She stands. She'll bounce pass here to Natzel. Now to Lupnik, and that's what they wanted, her from 3. But left alone, she could not get it to fall. Natzel will get the rebound. They'll get it off now to Stancer for 3. That's no good, and Jusak pulls in the rebound. Yeah, they've kind of needed her. Oh, and Bolin, I don't think she knew that pass was coming. She kind of ducked underneath it thinking it was going to go somewhere else. And then a steal there from Stancer. Gets knocked out of bounds by a Dragon, and that's unfortunate. I think Bolin thought it was going in front of her to a teammate. It wasn't. She didn't duck underneath it because she was worried about getting hit in the head. She was ducking underneath it because she thought it was going to a player, but the teammate wasn't there. Inbound here to Natzel. Natzel gets it off the near side to Stancer. Stancer, no way. Oh, I thought she was going to get the friendly bounce. That would have been quite the bounce, but rebounded there by Jusak. She'll give it off to Lottie. Lottie on the far side for Thiemann. Thiemann looks. Standing top of the key, directing traffic. She'll pass on the far side to Boland. Boland to Jusak. Jusak looks. Back to Boland. Boland over on the near side to Summer Thiemann. Steps inside the perimeter and delivers from 2. Holy cow. She has just done such a good job. Her shot selection, the way she's been shooting the ball, it's just been so fun to watch. Great job there by her, and a great pass, too. As now the Saints have it. It's Stancer. She gives it off to Lupnik. Lupnik trying to get around the defense and drive inside. Gets through a double team. Shot is up, no good. Jusak tips the rebound to herself. And get a foul here on the Saints as they almost got it stolen away, but it'll be a foul. And it's going to go again. Called 15, okay. I was trying to see who 15 was. I couldn't see her out there for a second, but that's Ellie Herzog. We'll see a little bit of full court press here by the Saints on this one. But Jusak gets through, drives to the basket, shot's no good. She was fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. It's now the second team foul on the Saints. It's going to go again against Herzog. Her second, team second, 5:14 to go. Jusak at the line to shoot 2. First one is good. And in talking with Jusak at the beginning of the season, you know, her one of the goals that she did have, kind of stat-wise, was the rebounds. You know, that was kind of the only one she cared about. She said, otherwise, I don't really care about stats. And I mean, that just goes to show you how much they love having her here, how unselfish she is and how she plays, and it shows. I mean, it really does. That ball almost knocked out of Stancer's hands. She gets it and gets it to the basket, but yet again, another rebound here for Jusak. I mean, she has got close to, I think, 22, maybe even 25 now. Having just an insane game. Passing again good here by the Dragons. Jusak has it. She's guarded well in that near side. Now gives it off to Thiemann. Thiemann's going to drive inside. Got it to fall. What a shot there from Summer Thiemann. My goodness. Haas has it. She'll look. She'll give it off now. Behind her to Anderson. Wanted to go to Stancer, but she'll take it. Now gives it to Stancer. Stancer gives it back to Haas. Haas looking to drive inside. Shot is blocked by Carly Jusak. She now has 3 on the night. Anytime that I've been calling a Pine City game, Carly Jusak has had at least 2 blocks in a game. I'm not saying that me being here does it. That's certainly not the case. I'm just saying it's impressive. Again, in the NBA, you don't see even the top defenders with more than, a block and a half or 2 blocks a game. So to have, when I'm calling Gage, averaging 3-4 a game, that's impressive. I'm going to say a foul here on Piper Metling. It's the team's 4th. Saints will get to inbound it again. 4:32 to go. 75-49, Dragons with the lead. Inbound here to Lupnik, and elbow to the face there for Thiemann, but she's tough. She fights through it. 3 out here for Haas is good. Haas has now all of a sudden gotten hot from 3. They're saying, okay, Lupnik can't get it. We'll get it to Haas. Jusak delivers to Thiemann, and that ball was tipped as she gave it back to Jusak, but she does manage to pull it down. Now to Metling here on the near side. Metling goes across the court to Thiemann. Thiemann left alone for three. That's going to come up short for one of the few times. Bolin will get the rebound, and now gives it to Metling. Back to Bolin. Bolin guarded well, looks, gives it to Thiemann. Thiemann gets to the top of the key. Nice dribble. Nice handles there by her. Jusak, a step back three. It's going to be no good. Rebounded there by Anderson. And nearly stolen away. Jusak almost. Far side here for Stancer for three. Oh, that's good. 75-55. 3.5 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard as Klepper has it. She'll give it far side corner to Thiemann. Thiemann looks. She'll dribble top of the key. To Klepper. Now to Bolin. Bolin looks. Gives it to Klepper. Klepper looking, standing, and she'll give it back to Bolin. Bolin gets a screen, gives it off inside. Klepper left alone, couldn't get it to fall. Got her own rebound, drops it in for two. Klepper, she is such a fighter on these rebounds. She quite literally says to herself, no one is getting it but me. Haas again for three. No good. Brooke Bolin grabs the rebound. Jusak has it. Oh, and tried to get it up the court to Klepper, and Klepper, I think, heard footsteps. As she had it underneath the basket, she had it wide open, but again, it's kind of one of those things you get in your own head because you might hear the defender coming up quick, and I think that might have been the case. So, a ovation here for Carly Jusak as she leaves the floor and gets a rest as Vivian Lottie checks in for her, and well-deserved. Looks like she might be cramping a little bit, and hopefully, that's nothing serious. You don't want her to be getting hurt. I never want to see anybody hurt, especially a senior. Nice pass inside here by the Saints to Natzel. Now Haas, she gives it back outside to Anderson. Anderson will try to drive inside, and that shot's no good, and I'm going to get a foul there. Brooke Bolin with her fourth. 2:29 to go. That's the team's fifth for Pine City. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible. As two there for Anderson. 77-57. Bolin up the court. She wanted to go to Klepper. She'll let her pass. Gives it off to Metling now. Metling at the top of the key. Dribble to the near side. Stops. She looks. Gives it to Thiemann. Ooh, close to a foul there. Thiemann. Ooh. I'm going to say she stepped on the line, and Thiemann doesn't believe it. I didn't either. I thought she had at least a toe in bounds, but they didn't agree. Thiemann goes to coach and says, hey, what do I need to do? So timeout called here by the Dragons. While they take a timeout, we'll take one as well. You're listening to Girls
Resetting
Basketball
your
on
password.
WCMP.
Unsubscribing from emails. Printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Most days, I don't know what to do with myself.
I try to be the strong one for my buddies, but I don't know if I'm going to make it through the week.
He has night terrors about it.
The lack of fresh powder for snowmobile season can be devastating, but taking your mind off the subject can help.
This week, get a Whitney's Country Cafe $15 certificate for only $7.50. Wow, that's half off.
Visit WCMPradio.com/deals to help take your mind away from just pinning it or hitting your favorite curve before the ditch. WCMPradio.com/deals. Hang in there, buddy.
I love that commercial. Not because I'm on it, but I think it's our salesperson, Matt, does a great job producing that one. 77-57, under 2 minutes to go. Saints have it back. They're trying to close that gap a little bit, and Stancer has it. She'll give it off to Natzel for two. It's off the mark. Brooke Bolin gets a nice rebound there. She'll take it up the court, give it off now to Thiemann. Summer Thiemann finds a lane, gets it off to Bolin. Now to Vivian Lottie. Lottie looks, fakes to Metling, gets off to Bolin. No foul call there, a little bit surprising, and Vivian Lottie did her best to keep that one from being an over and back, but unfortunately just past her fingertip reach. Quick inbound by St. Francis, and they wanted to go quick with minute 20 now left on the board. Dragons have a 20-point lead. It's Anderson who looks to give it off far side, but it's stolen away by Klepper. Mallory Klepper. Not quite the fast break opportunity as Lupnik was there. But smart play. She tried to pass it off, and then it hit the knee of the Saints player, and it goes out of bounds. So Pine City will hold on to it. 1:04 to go. 77-57. Metling will get set to inbound. She's got to get it in here, and she does just in time. Klepper going inside to Lottie, and she'll get it back outside. Doesn't look like the Dragons necessarily want to score here. It's not that they can't or won't, just that they're trying to, I think, take more time off the clock, as the game clock and shot clock are about 35 seconds apart. Or 25. I think that would have been 25. I don't know. I suck at math. Thiemann didn't really need to there. She had about 7 seconds left, but she threw one at the board, and Haas will get the rebound. But hey, again, not really doing any harm there. Now game clock, shot clock are separated about 2.5 seconds. 25 seconds left here. Driving inside Anderson. Shot no good. Anderson, oof. She okay? She fell hard to the floor. They're going to say the ball went out of bounds off of... now they're going to talk again. Now that one was close, and I thought that one was more or less off of St. Francis. So shot clock is off as we have 17 seconds to go. Summer Thiemann has it up the court. And they probably won't need to do too much, just dribble out the rest of this clock. Thiemann has it poked out. That's something you don't see very often. It's stolen away by Haas. And a wide open lane for Stancer. Oh, that's a travel. And they didn't call it. Klepper with the rebound. And that'll be it. Your final here in this one. The Dragons get the victory 77-57. The second half belonged to the Dragons of Pine City. So we will take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll recap this game, and I'm guessing we could probably try to get an interview with player of the game, which I am guessing will be Carly Jusak. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors.
Hockey practice, running a business. Heck, just enjoying your life. You've got better things to do. Let Jeff's Outdoor Services handle your lawn care and landscaping. Your home, your cabin, your business, they got you covered. They've been doing it since 1995, and they're good at it. Call today. Jeff's Outdoor Services. You do your thing, and they'll do theirs.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local Auto Owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers to join our herd.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh, yeah? Well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill, too.
What about his shop?
He heats that, too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
AOML.
BRB.
B4N.
Period 02.
BF.
143.
AAK.
1 a.m.
Apostrophe S apostrophe.
These are two teenage girls texting each other, and we have no idea what they're saying either. Maybe the WCMP deals guy can translate.
This week, grab $10 tickets to the Duluth Sports Show. Grilling seminars from Mad Dog and Merrill. Dexter the dog that learned to walk like a human, and more. Only $10.
No, I don't think that's what they were saying at all. But find these and other great deals at WCMPradio.com/deals. WCMPradio.com/deals. OMG, TTYL. Money sign, heart emoji.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. We're joined now by our player of the game, Brooke Boland. And this was a fun one. This was an exciting game here in this one. It was a close one there in that first half. What was the message at halftime from head coach Judd?
Well, he told us, it's close, but we just got to knock our shots down. And if you keep shooting, they will fall. And so we just have to keep the ball movement, keep playing tougher on defense, because if we just keep our feet moving, those girls really did not stand a chance. And we knew once we got on a run, it was over. It was just, when were we going to get on the run?
Yeah, and that was kind of how the second half started. You guys got on that insane run, and you kind of pulled away, and that's kind of when the game got out of hand. But how tough was it to kind of play in that first half? You guys started real quick, but then you kind of got down an 9-0 run there by St. Francis. What was kind of the mentality after that run from St. Francis on the sideline?
I'm going to be honest, I was a little nervous there for a second. Because I was like, oh, wow, they really can shoot the ball, because the girl I was guarding hit 2 threes on me. That was kind of embarrassing. But, Judd our coach Judd, he always just keeps encouraging us, telling us keep going. And eventually, it will come back. As long as you don't hang your head, you're going to be okay.
And again, you talked about the momentum and how you guys just pulled away. It seemed like that was kind of infectious, whether it was on the court or on the bench. It seemed like it kind of started with everybody. It got through everybody. Everybody was shooting the ball well. What is it like to be out on the court when that is kind of happening? It just seems like whenever you shoot it, it's going to fall.
It is honestly the best feeling ever, because I just feel like the screaming, the high fives, every single time. Say I get an assist to Carly Jusak. It's not like they're cheering for Carly anymore. They're cheering for Summer, who gave me the ball. They're cheering for me, who gave Carly the ball, and Carly, who finished it. It's we point to each other, we high five every single player, even if it's Vivian, who didn't even touch the ball that play or something, but we still give every single person a high five. So it's just energy, and it just keeps growing from there. And so then the shots just keep falling. I feel like the more energy you have on the court, the more shots will fall.
And you guys had a ton of energy here in the second half. Again, defensively, really did a good job. Offensively, obviously, you got that run going. But you got to witness some history here tonight as well. Carly Jusak, only player in Pine City history to get 1,000 rebounds. What was it like to be a part of that here tonight?
Well, Carly Jusak is also one of my best friends, and I've watched her break several records now at Pine City. And she's one of the best athletes I have ever seen. And so also I think coming into this game, knowing that Carly only had, 16 more rebounds to get until she hit 1,000, the energy was just higher, because we knew this game was we just wanted to get her these rebounds, because she is the most hardworking woman I have ever met in my entire life, on and off the court.
And I kind of mentioned it during the broadcast, watching you and your game just improve here throughout the season. Here tonight, there were some plays where maybe you didn't necessarily get the point or a rebound or necessarily a stat on the stat sheet, but there were just some plays where it was a very veteran play. It looked more or less like a senior out there rather than a sophomore. What is it like to be able to see your play just grow from the start of the season to now, and do you feel that your play has gotten any better?
Well, when I first moved here, I was from varsity as an 8th grader, and I played here and there. I didn't play very oftenly, and then I got hurt, and I've been out I think I was out for an entire year straight, and that included AAU and school basketball. And so I did a lot of on the side ball handling. I've never handled the ball before this year, And so like I wasn't coming in this year thinking I was going to be a point guard, but because I did so much work when I was injured that it feels good to know that the work I did when I couldn't actually be on the court is now affecting me actually being on the court and be able to help my teammates.
And this is, you still got the 3 seniors here on the team, but this is a little bit of a younger team. What is it like to have this kind of gap between the seniors and these younger players, because now you'll have these players going forward as well? How do you feel about that going forward?
Well, I'm going to be honest, the group that we have for 10th and 11th graders, I feel so confident in. Of course, like losing Summer Thiemann, who is one of our best players, obviously, and Carly Jusak, who is insane, is going to affect us tremendously. But I feel like the girls that we have coming up right now are such a hard-working group of girls. Like, they go to the gym all the time. We're lifting all the time. We're getting the extra reps. Judd gives us 30 minutes after practice to shoot, and I'm telling you, every single girl stays, and every single girl shoots for minutes and hours afterwards. And it's not just during practice. They go on the weekends, they shoot. They reach out to coaches to get extra reps. So it's like, I feel confident in what's coming up.
Well, thank you so much, Brooke, for joining me. Congrats on the win, and good luck going forward.
Anything to say?
Yep.
Congrats, Carly Jusak. I love you.
Thank you so much for joining us. That, again, was Brooke Boland, our player of the game here tonight. Did such a great job again. Made some plays that won't necessarily show up on the stat sheet, but that just she did so well on, and I was so impressed with how good she did. Just some of the plays that she made. Again, necessarily won't show up on the stat sheet, but she still had 13 points, 5 rebounds, a couple of steals there, and she did have 4 fouls. But again, she is one of their most physical players on the team, and if you're a Pine City Dragon, it seems like you always got to have that one who's kind of that physical player, and she seems to be it. But again, yeah, she's playing well above her years in her talent. And again, she wanted to shout out Carly Jusak there, and she gets her 1,000th career rebound on the night, and I don't know if I'll have time to get down there and get a picture. We've got a ton of people who are getting a picture. Looks like Sophie Lottie's down there as well. But again, huge shout out to Carly Jusak, grabbing her, which no other Pine City player has done, her 1,000th rebound in her career here tonight, and just a big shout out to her. And thanks so much to Brooke Boland for coming up and doing that interview. We appreciate that, and I don't know if I can get down there in time. It's that guessing game of can we, can't we? I don't know if I'll get down there in time. Doesn't look like I will, so I'll have to try and steal a picture or something from other people. But we'll take one more commercial break. I'll recap some of the stats, and we'll come back with more.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
Experience our most popular sawmill, the Big Red XP. This Canadian-built mill proudly sits on an entirely welded 24-foot jointless frame. Accepting a diameter of 32 inches, this portable sawmill can saw logs up to 21 feet long or work with 2 10-foot logs at the same time. Includes an electric head position and automatic headlock. Powered by the renowned and proven Honda 20-horsepower version, the Big Red XP comes equipped with all the equipment needed. The Big Red XP is available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Everyone knows there are great places to play in northwestern Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work? Burnett Dairy Cooperative is just outside of Grantsburg, Wisconsin, and offers numerous career options with a wide variety of responsibilities, schedules, and growth opportunities. Some positions may include CDL driver, cheese production, and seasonal workers. Burnett Dairy Cooperative has competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and many other great benefits. Be part of our herd. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Leading the way for the St. Francis Saints, looking at our stats from tonight. 13 points for two players, Lupnik and Haas. They both got hot from 3. Each in different halves, though. Lupnik in the first, Haas in the second. Two players with 11, Anderson and Stancer. They both each had 11. And then 6 for Schoenrock and 3 for Alexis Nansel. Rebound-wise, leading the way for them was Anderson with 9, 8 for Haas, as we are now joined by the record setter here in Carly Jusak. First of all, Carly, congratulations on that record.
Thank you.
And I know talking preseason with you, you don't talk about stats too much. That's not something you worry about. But that was kind of one of the things that you had kind of talked about, was getting to that 1,000 rebound point. How does that feel to get to that point here and still got a bunch of the season left?
Yeah, it feels amazing. I think the coolest part about it is just that I know that I've done something that no one else here at Pine City has done. I think I'm just really proud to represent this school and just set a new record for someone else to go get.
And this was a really fun game between the two teams. It got kind of physical there. And in talking about it, you got off to a fast start, a really fast start. Even though it was 4-2, a fast start. But St. Francis went on that 9-0 run. What was kind of the mentality, kind of the feeling of the team when that had happened? Because it looked like, they had gone on that run, kind of momentum had shifted, but you guys were still right there.
Yeah, our game plan was kind of just to try and slow them down. And then when we get the ball on offense, again, not rush it. Just play our offense and know what we're doing. But overall, just focus on defense, get one stop at a time, and just finish at the rim. So, yeah.
And again, one of the things that we talked about during the preseason when we had an interview was you don't like to get the spotlight. You're not a spotlight player. You'd rather have it on someone else. But, 1,000 rebounds here tonight, and you got to do it in front of the home crowd. How special is that to be able to come back to Pine City High School and get that rebound record again? 1,000 points, now over 1,000 rebounds. What is it like to be able to come here and do it at Pine City High School?
Yeah, it's definitely special. I love playing at home. I think it's a great, fun environment. And, yeah, it was just really special, and I just think it was kind of even more special, in a way, kind of weird, but that I got my 1,000 point last year and then my 1,000 rebounds this year against the same team. Kind of weird, but also kind of cool to just be able to do that at home this time, since I got my 1,000 points last year in St. Francis. So.
And we talk about the 3 seniors on this team and how it's kind of younger after that. But what has it been like to be out there with this younger group and be able to watch them grow in their ability from the beginning of the season to now?
Yeah, it's really fun. I love watching these younger girls get better and better every game. I feel proud because I take honor in my leadership, and I just feel like when they start doing the things that the coaches are doing and us captains are telling them to do, it just makes me really proud that they're absorbing the information, they're taking it in, and then they're applying it to the game. So I feel very proud.
And you also had one of your former teammates here in Sophie Lati. How cool was that to have her here in attendance for another record-setting performance?
Yeah, that was very cool. I loved playing with Sophie last year. It was so much fun, and it was just really special for her to be able to come back in amongst all of her busy basketball and her school, and I just think it was really cool. So.
Well, Carly, thank you so much for joining me. Again, congratulations on the new record that no one else here in Pine City has done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again. That again was Carly Jusak, the record setter. No one else has done it. 1,000 rebounds here. And well, not just 1,000, 1,000 plus rebounds here at Pine City High School. Taking a look at the stats for Pine City, leading the way was Carly Jusak with 29 points, 22 rebounds on the night. She also was perfect from the free throw line, 5 for 5. Right behind her, though, was Summer Thiemann with 23 points, 12 for Brooke Bolin, 6 for Piper Metling, 5 for Mallory Klepper, and 2 from Vivian Lottie. Rebound-wise, I mentioned it was Jusak with 22 here. 7 for Klepper, though. Klepper, that was really what impressed me, is Klepper only had 1 in that first half. This second half, she came alive in rebounding, and she really did a good job. She helped her team get the ball back. She got some of those transition balls quickly up the court to Summer Thiemann most of the time. That's who kind of runs that transition offense for Pine City, but Klepper did a really good job, and again, this was a team victory here tonight. This was a really fun game to watch them. I thought this was a really good game by the Pine City Dragons. Brooke Bolin also, as I mentioned, had 5. They were 7 for 14 from the free throw line, 5 for 12 in the first half, 2 for 2 here in the second half. They had 15 total steals, 9 in the first, 6 in the second, 3 blocks in the game, all from Jusak. She had 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 total. They had 13 total team fouls, 8 in the first, and 5 here in the second. So, the final once again on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 77-57. Dragons get the victory. I appreciate y'all sticking with us for the post-game. A little bit of an extended post-game, but we got Brooke Boland up here who, great interview. I can't wait to continue to interview her throughout the years. She told me right before the interview, I like to talk, so this is perfect, and she was excited. I was glad to have her up here. I love getting to talk to the players on the team, love being able to have them up here, and to get this opportunity. It's an opportunity not a lot of people get, and I consider myself lucky and blessed to be able to do it, because not a lot of people get to call this their career, and I do, and I again just feel so blessed to be able to do this year in and year out, and it's so special each and every year. No matter the season the team is having, it is so much fun. It is so special, and I consider again myself lucky just to be able to be a part of it. But again, thanks so much for tuning in, to all of you who tuned in. Thanks so much to all the fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. Don't forget, though, to stay tuned to the morning shows over on 95.5 FM KBEK with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM WCMP with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when you can catch your local sports updates. We'll talk about this game, other local games in our listening area, plus we'll talk about some regional sports and even national sports as well. Also, stay tuned to our websites at WCMPradio.com and KBEK.com. Our Facebook pages by the same name, WCMP Radio and KBEK. Plus, we will also follow our Twitter, please, at WCMP Radio. But again, it's so you can stay tuned to everything local sports-wise. Breaking news, record setting like we had here tonight, records, schedule changes, cancellations, breaking sports news, whatever it is, we'll keep you updated on our game recaps, even of games that we're at. We'll keep you updated on our websites and our Twitter. If you're, of course, watching this game on our YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're subscribed, you'll get the notification anytime we go live with a local sporting event. All you have to do is pull it down, click on it. It'll take you right to the live video. The final, once again, on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, Pine City 77, St. Francis 57. Carly Jusak has done something no other Pine City player has done in Dragon history, and that's get 1,000 rebounds in her career. Congratulations there to her. So again, I thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks to all the fine sponsors. Again, if it wasn't for them, well, we wouldn't be able to come out here and broadcast any of these games. So thanks so much to all the fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. The final, once again, on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 77-57. Dragons get the victory here on the season. And then now they'll prepare. I believe their next game is against Ogilvie, so that'll be a tough one. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks to all the fine sponsors. Be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could really make their day. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gillen. Have a great rest of your night and a fantastic weekend.